Hello, this is Dr. Kevin Kirk, and today we're going to make a light flicker, like a candle light or something like that. So I'll make a light flicker, great for candles and pumpkins. I'll make a plane so I can have kind of a backdrop for the light to shine against. Then just go to lights. You have two options here, the standard or the photometric. I'll use the photometric in this case. I think I'm set up for I-ray. Works great for mental ray as well. Free light is fine. And it's S2 MR photographic exposure. That's okay. Most of the time that's okay, but you want to watch it sometimes if you already got lights set up for something else. Might not want to jump at that. Okay. And, oops. I'll go ahead and add that light. There it is. Just click it to add it. I'll bring it up a bit. If I don't bring it up, this is kind of fun. If I don't bring it up, this is doing it wrong. The light appears right on the ground. And you get to render something like this. Yep, the light is exactly on the ground, so it doesn't look right. It looks weird, if that's what you're after. Great. So I'll raise that light up. Wow, that's set really bright, so we can see that immediately. I'm going to go into the exposure control right away, let you guys see how to do that. So into the exposure control, and it's active. Process the backgrounds almost always, render. It's just a little preview window. It's really bright, so I want to change that. We're already set for exposure values. I'll bring that up to make it darker. And there you go. Something like that looks great. I've already got it set for a sphere shape. You can modify it, and that's going to make a difference. Emit light from shape point. Oh, it's a point light. Okay, let's hit it. There it is. And if it's a point light, you're not going to see it because it's a point. But emit from shape. I'll make it a sphere. There it is. Now that big radius there is literally how big the light is. The flame, the bulb, whatever you want to call it. I'll really lower that and you'll still be able to notice it here. Should be able to. Did I hit emit? Let's try that again. Yep, light shape visible. Let's try that. Actually, I might be able to have visible from a point. Let's experiment. Make sure you got that. Click. Click. Now it's not letting you with the point. Okay. We'll have to go for sphere. There it is. So, there we go. It's right over there. I'll zoom in a bit. Okay. So this renders and we've got the shape. Awesome. Now if I play it, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to stay there and the lights and any frame we hit and render, nothing happens because we haven't done anything to it. Okay. So there it is. And it's not flickering. So let's fix it. Alright, how do we fix it? Well, it's still in the modify with the light selected. And you've got intensity over here. Really simple. It's got the intensity color attenuation. We can change the color by temperature over here. Or you can change it just by the filter. I'll just change it by the filter right now. And I'm going to... what's fun is to change it by the temperature and have the temperature fluctuate with the intensity. Anyway, I'm going to change it with the filter. We'll start off just the base, I guess, maybe a little more yellowish. I'm thinking like pumpkinish colors, if that's a word. Okay. And it should have a nice bit of color to it. Alright, great. Here we go. We want to animate this over time. Not the filter color, though you could, but the resulting intensity. I'll click that to select it so we can modify it. By default, it's going to be 100%. So let's go back, boom, to frame 1. Hit that nice auto key, and I'm going to key it. Let's go ahead and mess with this. Bring this, where is it? There it is, up and down, and so it'll key automatically. 100, boom. If you want, you can set the key, like so. So I got the key set there. I'm going to flicker it. So I'll go a few frames. Almost said a few flames, a few frames. Bring this down. Go over a bit. Bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it up. You get the idea. I'm going to pause this for a second. Okay, so just keyframe the last of it, and let's play it back, see what happens. You can tell even without rendering that, yeah, the thing's flickering. Alright, now I'm going to do something else, which is kind of a nice bonus prize here. I'll back this up a bit. I could take the auto key off, and I'm going to go to my graph editors. And with that selected, I will go into my track view, curve editor. It's going to pop up, and I've already got the light selected. It's going to show a few things here, and photometric light, and the positions, rotation, scales, all those basic things. I'm going to open up the object properties. The multiplier is where I have all these keyframes. Here's the intensity. This goes above 100%. This goes low, almost to 0. And here's the keyframes for time, 0 to 100. So I can grab any of these keyframes and do whatever. Move them, change the intensity at any particular time I want to. If I want to grab whole sections of it, I can, which is pretty awesome. Let's grab the hand. That should help out a bit. No, that's a fan tool. Alright, let's grab this. There we go. Move the whole thing if you want to. Bring that down. And you can just really start to play with it. If you want to grab on these control handles, you can get some really sharp flickers there. Set up a few of those so you can see what happens. They should look a bit interesting. So I'm just playing around with it to get some different effects. We'll do sharp for a few of them, and let's take a look at what that looks like. So I'll play it. So I really get kind of that almost flickery quality to it. Maybe a bit over exaggerated. But if you want to do that and really have the control instead of just doing that, you can go to the graph editors and mess with it. There's some other nice tricks there too. Once I have this open, once again, object and the multiplier. You can do everything, color, temperature, whatever. If I don't like these keys, I can delete them. Watch what happens at the bottom here. I just deleted that there. Eek, I need another key. Well, how do I add it? A little button has a key, add keys, you guessed it. Click on it, and there it is. I can move this over like this. If you really, really want to go insane, you can actually draw your own curves, which is just crazy, and puts a zillion keyframes on there. But you can do that if you want to. Another way to build your own curves and to modify this whole technique. If I click off of these and drag over them, I can just get rid of them easily by hit delete. If I have something else selected, well, there's no keyframes. You actually have to select what you're working with to see the keyframes. That makes sense, right? So okay, let's kill those. And maybe the last keyframe. So now I'm just going to have nothing. I'll start off with whatever we've got. For a steady, how much did I leave it at? 100%. That's fine. So once again, I'm back to the base. That's how easy it is to undo whatever you've done or whatever you've messed up. So now we've got that base light again. Alright, so kill the keyframes if you have trouble with the frames. And just have fun flickering your candles.